Welcome, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the world of ultra-rare and incredibly valuable Washington quarter dollars, coins that have shocked collectors with their unbelievable auction prices. Some of these quarters, hiding in collections or even pocket change, have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Could you be holding one without even realizing it? We're about to reveal 6 of the rarest and most valuable Washington quarters, their key features, and what makes them worth a fortune. Stay tuned, because missing out on this information could mean overlooking a small fortune in your own collection. Let's start. Number 1. The 1971 D Washington quarter is more than just a piece of change, it's a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you've ever come across an older quarter in your pocket and wondered, could this be valuable? Then you're in for an exciting journey into the fascinating world of numismatics. This isn't just about old coins, it's about history, rarity, and the thrill of finding something worth far more than its face value. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is a passion shared by collectors worldwide. Every coin tells a story, and some quarters, like the 1971 D, have details that set them apart from the rest. It's not just about age, minting errors, low production numbers, and unique characteristics can turn an ordinary quarter into a valuable piece of American history. And today, we're diving deep into why this particular quarter has captured the attention of collectors and auction houses alike. The 1971 D Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark just below Washington's hairline. The standard composition of these quarters was a copper-nickel blend, introduced to replace the 90% silver coins minted before 1965. While millions of these quarters were produced, only a tiny fraction possessed the unique qualities that make them valuable. The real key is spotting those special details that separate an average 1971 D from a rare and highly sought-after collector's piece. What makes a quarter like this one valuable? Several factors determine a coin's worth, and condition is always a top priority. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with full details, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse, are far rarer than those worn down by circulation. Another major factor is minting errors. Collectors love errors, and the 1971 D has some incredible ones that have shocked the numismatic world. One of the most famous errors found on this coin is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die strikes the coin slightly off, causing doubling on the date, lettering, or even Washington's profile. If you spot a 1971 D quarter with clear doubling, it could be a hidden gem worth serious money. Another error to look for is the off-center strike, where the design is shifted due to a misalignment during minting. Some of these are dramatic, with portions of the coin's design missing, making them incredibly desirable. Collectors have also come across quarters with weak strikes, where details on Washington's face or the eagle on the reverse appear blurry or incomplete due to low pressure during the minting process. These rare variations can dramatically increase a coin's value. So, how do you spot one of these valuable quarters? First, always check the date and mint mark carefully. Look closely at the details under good lighting. Sometimes, a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can reveal errors invisible to the naked eye. Pay attention to the thickness of the letters, numbers, and Washington's profile. If anything appears doubled, misaligned, or incomplete, you may have something rare. If you're serious about coin collecting, handling your coins properly is essential. Oils and dirt from your hands can cause damage, reducing a coin's value over time. Use gloves when handling high-grade quarters, and store them in protective cases to preserve their condition. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and professionally grade your coin, which significantly impacts its market value. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare and high-grade 1971 D Washington quarters have stunned collectors with their final selling prices. Some have reached unbelievable amounts in top condition, while rare error varieties have commanded prices that would leave most people speechless. In fact, some of the most exceptional 1971 D quarters have sold for between $98,000 to $150,000 in auctions. and for the most elite examples, experts believe the value could continue to climb, making this one of the most exciting quarters to look out for. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever found an old quarter in your collection or pocket that looked a little different? Maybe it had an error or a unique feature? Share your discoveries in the comments below. You never know, you might just have a valuable coin sitting right under your nose. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? That next quarter you find might just be worth a fortune. Number 2. The 1982 D Washington quarter is a coin that has sparked the interest of collectors for years. While it may seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change, there's more to this quarter than meets the eye. Hidden among the millions struck at the Denver Mint are rare variations, mint errors, and high-grade examples that have sold for astonishing prices at auction. If you've ever wondered whether an old quarter in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value, then this video is for you. Numismatics, the study of coins and currency, is a world filled with excitement, history, and discovery. Every coin tells a story, and some, like the 1982 D Washington quarter, have unique characteristics that make them stand out. Whether it's due to scarcity, condition, or minting errors, certain coins become highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Understanding why some coins gain incredible value while others remain common is key to making smart collecting decisions. The 1982 D quarter was minted during an interesting time in U.S. coinage history. In 1982, the U.S. Mint faced production challenges, and to cut costs, they did not produce official mint sets that year. This means high-quality, uncirculated examples of the 1982 D quarter are much harder to find compared to other years. Additionally, quarters from this period were heavily used in circulation, which makes finding one in pristine condition a real challenge. If you happen to come across a well-preserved 1982 D quarter, it could be worth far more than you'd expect. Several factors determine the value of a quarter, and condition is one of the most important. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, with the highest grades commanding the best prices. A 1982 D quarter with full details, sharp lettering, and no significant scratches or wear will always be in high demand among collectors. Coins with strong luster and no signs of wear from circulation are especially desirable. But it's not just condition that makes a quarter valuable. Mint errors play a huge role as well. The 1982 D quarter has some fascinating errors that have shocked collectors. One of the most famous is the double die obverse, where the date, lettering, or even Washington's profile appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. If you spot a coin with this type of error, you could be holding something truly special. Another major error to look out for is the off-center strike. If the coin's design is shifted too far to one side, leaving a blank space on the edge, it can be highly valuable. The more dramatic the misalignment, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes. There are also known cases of weak strikes, where details on Washington's face or the eagle on the reverse appear faint or incomplete due to low-pressure striking. These errors make each coin unique and can significantly increase its value. So, how can you spot one of these rare and valuable 1982 D quarters? The first step is to carefully examine the coin under good lighting. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the lettering, date, and overall design for signs of doubling, missing details, or off-center strikes. Pay close attention to the edges. Sometimes errors can be subtle and easy to overlook. If you believe you've found a rare variety, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's essential to take good care of your finds. Storing coins in protective holders prevents damage from dirt, moisture, and scratches. Handling them with clean hands or gloves helps maintain their condition. And if you come across a quarter that looks promising, don't spend it, research it first. Many valuable coins have been lost simply because people didn't realize what they had. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare 1982 D Washington quarters in top condition or with significant errors have fetched surprising amounts at auctions. While a regular circulated quarter might not stand out, an uncirculated or error coin can bring serious money. In fact, some of the rarest and highest graded 1982 D quarters have sold for an impressive amount, with some reaching $65,000 in auctions. Have you ever come across a quarter that looked unusual, maybe with doubling, a missing detail, or an off-center strike? Let us know in the comments. Your change might just hold a hidden treasure. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? The next quarter you find could be worth a fortune. Number 3. The 1965 Washington quarter is one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. history. While most people see it as just another piece of spare change, collectors know that certain rare varieties can be worth astonishing amounts. This quarter marks a turning point in American coinage, and if you know what to look for, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem in your pocket. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is a fascinating world where history, art, and value collide. Every coin has a story, and some, like the 1965 quarter, carry more than just their face value. Understanding why certain coins become highly sought after can help you recognize valuable pieces when you see them. From minting errors to rare varieties, the thrill of discovering a rare quarter keeps collectors searching through their change every day. The 1965 Washington quarter was minted during a significant shift in U.S. coin production. Prior to this year, quarters were made of 90% silver. However, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel composition. This change made 1965 quarters the first of their kind, but it also created opportunities for rare transitional errors, coins that were mistakenly struck using silver planchets from the previous year. These rare silver 1965 quarters are some of the most valuable coins a collector can find. Several factors determine a coin's value, and one of the most important is rarity. While millions of 1965 quarters were produced, only a small number of errors or high-grade examples exist. The quality and condition of a coin can greatly influence its worth. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition with sharp details and original luster are much harder to find, making them more desirable among collectors. One of the most legendary errors associated with the 1965 quarter is the silver planchet error. Some 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964, making them extremely rare. These coins can be identified by their weight. While regular 1965 quarters weigh about 5.67 grams, silver ones weigh approximately 6.25 grams. If you suspect you have a silver 1965 quarter, using a precise scale can help you determine its composition. Another rare error to look for is the double die obverse, where the lettering, date, or Washington's profile appears slightly doubled. This happens when the die strikes the coin more than once, creating a doubling effect that can add significant value. Off-center strikes and broad strikes, where the design is misaligned or spread out due to striking errors, are also highly collectible and can fetch impressive prices. So, how can you spot one of these rare and valuable 1965 quarters? The first step is to carefully examine the coin under proper lighting. Look closely at the lettering, numbers, and edges for any unusual characteristics. Weighing the coin with a precise scale is crucial. If it weighs more than 5.67 grams, you may have a rare silver transitional quarter. Checking the edge can also help. Silver quarters lack the copper-colored stripe seen on regular 1965 quarters. If you're serious about coin collecting, handling and storing your coins properly is essential. Using gloves prevents oils and dirt from damaging the surface. Storing them in protective holders or coin albums keeps them in the best possible condition. If you believe you've found a rare quarter, professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify its value, often increasing its worth significantly. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare 1965 Washington quarters, especially those struck on silver planchets or with unique mint errors, have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these rare finds. Some of the rarest and most exceptional examples have reached prices as high as $98,000 in major auctions. Have you ever come across an unusual quarter in your collection? Maybe a silver-looking one from 1965 or an era coin that caught your attention? Let us know in the comments. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? The next quarter you find might just be a fortune in disguise. Number 4. The 1981 D Washington quarter is one of those coins that might seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden among them are rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples that have sold for unbelievable amounts at auction. If you've ever wondered whether a quarter in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value, this video is for you. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is a fascinating world where history, rarity, and value come together. Every coin has a unique story, and some, like the 1981 D Washington quarter, carry hidden secrets that can make them incredibly valuable. Understanding why certain coins gain high value can help collectors, investors, and even casual coin hunters recognize treasures in their change. From minting errors to rare die varieties, the thrill of discovering a rare quarter keeps collectors searching through rolls of coins every day. The 1981 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark located just below Washington's portrait. While millions of these coins were struck, finding one in perfect condition is extremely rare. The U.S. Mint produced quarters for everyday use, and most entered circulation quickly, meaning they suffered from wear, scratches, and other damage. That's why an uncirculated 1981 D quarter with sharp details and original mint luster can be worth far more than expected. Several key factors drive the value of a coin. One of the biggest is condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, with higher grades commanding the best prices. A 1981 D quarter with full details, strong luster, and no signs of wear will always be in high demand among collectors. But it's not just condition that matters. Minting errors also play a huge role in making a coin valuable. Some of the most fascinating and valuable 1981 D quarters feature striking errors that happened during the minting process. One of the most well-known errors is the double die obverse, where elements like the date, lettering, or even Washington's profile appear doubled due to a misalignment during striking. This type of error is highly collectible and can significantly increase a coin's value. Another major error to look for is the off-center strike. If the coin's design is shifted too far to one side, leaving a blank space on the edge, it can be extremely valuable. The more dramatic the misalignment, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes. Broad strikes, where the coin was struck without a collar and appears wider than normal, are also highly collectible. One of the rarest errors on the 1981 D quarter is a struck on wrong planchet error. Occasionally, a quarter was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another coin, such as a nickel or even a foreign coin. These errors are exceptionally rare and can command high prices at auction. So, how can you spot one of these rare and valuable 1981 D quarters? The first step is to carefully examine your coins under proper lighting. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the lettering, date, and overall design for signs of doubling, missing details, or off-center strikes. Pay close attention to the weight and edge of the coin. If something looks unusual, it could be a rare variety. If you're serious about collecting, it's essential to handle and store your coins properly. Use gloves to prevent oils and dirt from damaging the surface, and keep your valuable finds in protective holders or coin albums. If you suspect you have a rare or high-grade 1981 D quarter, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase the value of a coin at auction. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare 1981 D Washington quarters in top condition or with significant errors have sold for astonishing amounts. While a regular circulated quarter might not stand out, an uncirculated or error coin can bring serious money. Some of the rarest and highest graded 1981 D quarters have sold for as much as $48,000 in major auctions. Have you ever come across a quarter with an unusual error or one in near perfect condition? Let us know in the comments. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? The next quarter you find could be worth a small fortune. Number 5. The 1979 Washington quarter is one of those coins that many people overlook, yet certain rare varieties and errors make it a must-have for collectors. If you have a 1979 quarter in your collection or pocket change, you might be holding on to something far more valuable than you think. Some of these coins have sold for incredible amounts at auction, and today, we're going to uncover what makes them so special. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is a world filled with history, rarity, and unexpected treasures. Every coin tells a story, and the 1979 quarter is no exception. While millions of these coins were produced, only a select few hold significant value due to their condition, mint errors, or unique characteristics. Understanding what makes a quarter valuable can turn an ordinary coin hunt into an exciting treasure hunt. The 1979 Washington quarter was struck at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver coins carry no mint mark or a small D below Washington's portrait, respectively. San Francisco quarters from this year were primarily proof coins, intended for collectors. While most circulated quarters from 1979 hold little more than face value, certain varieties and high-grade examples can be worth a small fortune. Several factors determine a coin's value, and one of the biggest is condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, with the highest grades being the most sought after. A 1979 quarter in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or blemishes, is incredibly rare. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. But condition isn't the only factor. Rare errors and varieties can also drive up the price of a coin dramatically. One of the most well-known errors in the 1979 quarter series is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment, causing the letters, numbers, or even Washington's profile to appear doubled. This type of error is highly collectible and can significantly increase a coin's worth. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. If the design of the coin is shifted too far in one direction, leaving a blank portion on the edge, it becomes a rarity. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. Broad strikes, where the coin was struck without a retaining collar, causing it to appear wider than normal, are also highly desirable among collectors. One of the rarest and most valuable errors for the 1979 quarter is the wrong planchet error. Occasionally, a quarter was mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for another coin, such as a nickel or even a foreign denomination. These rare errors are exceptionally valuable and can fetch high prices at auction.so. How can you identify a rare and valuable 1979 quarter? The first step is to carefully examine your coin under proper lighting. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot details such as doubling, missing elements, or misalignment. Weighing the coin can also help determine if it was struck on the wrong planchet. Checking the rim for any abnormalities or missing features can reveal whether you have a rare variety. For those who are serious about coin collecting, proper handling and storage are essential. Always use gloves when handling valuable coins to prevent oils and dirt from damaging the surface. Store your coins in protective holders or albums to preserve their condition. If you believe you have a rare or valuable 1979 quarter, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase its market value. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare 1979 Washington quarters in high grades or with unique errors have sold for astonishing amounts. While a regular circulated 1979 quarter might not stand out, an uncirculated or error coin can bring serious money. Some of the rarest and highest graded 1979 quarters have sold for as much as $58,000 in major auctions. Have you ever come across a 1979 quarter with an unusual feature or one in near-perfect condition? Let us know in the comments. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? The next quarter you find could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Number 6. The 1973 Washington quarter might seem like just another coin in your pocket change, but hidden among them are rare varieties and mint errors that can make certain ones worth a fortune. If you've ever wondered whether a simple quarter could be worth thousands of dollars, stay tuned because this video will reveal what makes the 1973 quarter so valuable and how you can spot one. Numismatics, the fascinating study of coins, is more than just collecting. It's about uncovering history, rarity, and hidden value. Coins tell stories of the past, and some, like the 1973 quarter, hold secrets that only a trained eye can recognize. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone curious about valuable coins, understanding what makes a quarter rare can turn an everyday hunt into a treasure discovery. The 1973 Washington quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint quarters have no mint mark, while the Denver quarters carry a small D mint mark below Washington's portrait. San Francisco quarters from this year were made for proof sets and carry an S mint mark. While millions of these coins were struck, not all are equal in value. The most valuable ones are those in exceptional condition, those with errors, or those with unique characteristics that collectors seek. Several factors determine a coin's value, and one of the biggest is condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, with the highest grades being the most valuable. Most 1973 quarters have been in circulation for decades, making high-grade examples extremely rare. A quarter in near-perfect condition, with full luster and no signs of wear, can be worth far more than its face value. But condition alone isn't enough. Certain mint errors can skyrocket the value of a 1973 quarter. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where elements of the coin's design, such as the date or lettering, appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during striking. This error is rare and highly desirable among collectors. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. If the design is significantly shifted to one side, leaving a blank portion on the edge, the coin becomes a collectible rarity. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Quarters that were struck without a retaining collar, known as broad strikes, are also highly collectible. One of the rarest and most exciting errors found on the 1973 quarter is the wrong planchet error. Sometimes, a quarter was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another coin, such as a nickel, or even a foreign coin. These mistakes are extremely rare and can command high prices at auction. So how can you tell if you have a rare and valuable 1973 quarter? Start by closely examining the coin under good lighting. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you identify errors like doubling, missing details, or off-center strikes. Weighing the coin can also help determine if it was struck on the wrong planchet. Pay attention to the rim and edges, as missing details can indicate a broad strike or misaligned die error. For those serious about coin collecting, proper handling and storage are key. Always use gloves when handling valuable coins to prevent oils and dirt from damaging the surface. Store your coins in protective holders or albums to preserve their condition. If you believe you have a rare 1973 quarter, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase its value at auction. Now, let's talk about auction prices. Over the years, rare 1973 Washington quarters in high grades or with unique errors have sold for astonishing amounts. While a regular circulated 1973 quarter might not seem special, an uncirculated or error coin can bring serious money. Some of the rarest and highest graded 1973 quarters have sold for as much as $54,000 in major auctions. Have you ever come across a 1973 quarter with an unusual feature or one in near-perfect condition? Let us know in the comments. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? The next quarter you find could be a true hidden treasure.